What if I told you there are currently almost as many homes under contract in Canyon Crest as there are actively for sale? And that's despite higher interest rates, economic uncertainty, and the fact that we're heading into the slower summer season. Plus, stay tuned until the end of this video because I'll be sharing all of the details for our 5th annual Canyon Crest Ice Cream Social happening this Saturday, June 27th, including a big change we're making this year that should make it easier for more residents to participate. Hi everyone, I'm Leslie Swan, your favorite neighborhood realtor and Canyon Crest resident, bringing you your June 2026 Canyon Crest Market update. If you enjoy staying up to date on what's happening in Canyon Crest and Mission Viejo real estate, please take a second to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now let's jump right in. As of today, there are currently 8 active homes on the market in Canyon Crest. The least expensive property is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home on Hedgerow, listed for just under $1.5 million. At the other end of the spectrum is a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom home on Sweet Meadow, listed at $3.35 million. Now personally, I think that property is significantly overpriced, and it will be interesting to see whether the market agrees with me over the coming months. That property is also listed for lease at $10,000, so it could end up being a rental rather than a sale. Overall, active inventory is very similar to where we were this time last year when there were 9 homes available for sale. The median list price today sits at just under $1.95 million, while the average list price is a little over $2.25 million. What's interesting is that last year at this time, the average list price was also right around $2.25 million, even though the median list price was higher at approximately $2.3 million. So from a pricing standpoint, Canyon Crest remains remarkably consistent year over year. The average days on market for active listings is currently 36 days compared to 48 days this time last year. That tells us today's listings are moving a bit faster than they were a year ago. But here's where things get really interesting. There are currently 6 homes in escrow in Canyon Crest. Last year at this time, 0, not 1. That's a pretty dramatic difference. The homes currently under contract range from about $1.8 million to $2.7 million. In fact, there are 2 separate homes listed at $1.8 million currently in escrow. One offers 5 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms, while the other has 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. On the upper end, the $2.7 million property features 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, and was completely remodeled and flipped this year. Days on market for these pending sales range from just 3 days all the way up to 67 days. That tells us buyers are still willing to move quickly when a property is priced correctly and shows well. But homes that miss the mark can still sit for quite a while. Now, one factor that's helping drive some of this activity is interest rates. Mortgage rates have remained the mid-6% range recently, and despite what many buyers have been hoping for, we're not seeing strong signs that rates are headed lower anytime soon. Inflation data has remained somewhat elevated, and labor market reports continue to show a relatively strong economy. While that's generally good news overall, it also reduces the likelihood of meaningful rate cuts in the near future. In fact, many mortgage industry experts and economists believe there is currently a greater chance that rates move slightly higher by the end of this year or into early next year than at all lower. And why does that matter? Because even a small increase in interest rates can have a meaningful impact on a buyer's purchasing power. For example, if rates increase by just 0.5%, a buyer's monthly payment can rise substantially, which may reduce the price point where they're comfortable shopping in. That means some buyers who have been waiting on the sidelines for lower interest rates may be realizing that today's rates could actually be the best opportunity they're going to see for a while. That may be one of the reasons we're seeing 6 homes currently under contract here in Canyon Crest. Now, looking at closed sales, just 3 homes have sold during the past 2 months. One closed this week at $1.875 million, while another sold at $2 million and the third at $2.3 million. Both $2 million properties featured pools and views, which continue to be highly desirable amenities in Canyon Crest. The average list price of those homes was $2,075,000, and sellers received an average of 99.2% of their asking price. That's really strong. Average days on market was just 19 days. Compare that to this time last year when average sales price was approximately $1.8 million and the average days on market was 17 days, and sellers received 97.2% of their asking price. So despite fewer recent closings, the homes that are selling efficiently and closer to list price than this time last year. Now, if we zoom out and look at the past 6 months, we've had 16 homes sell in Canyon Crest. Sales ranged from $1.31 million for a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home with 2,400 square feet, all the way up to $2.5 million for a custom 5-bedroom, 4.5-bathroom home of about 4,600 square feet and a pool. The median list price during the last 6 months was $2,020,000. The median sold price was $1.964 million. Median days on market was 20 days. The average sold price was about $1.96 million with an average days on market of 36 days. Overall, sellers received about 97.6% of their asking price. Now, another interesting stat is that we're only halfway through the year and already 4 homes have either expired, been canceled, or withdrawn from the market. In other words, they were listed for sale but never actually sold. Will those homes come back on the market? Only time will tell. So what does all of this mean if you're a seller? Well, the good news is buyers are clearly still active. 6 homes currently under contract proves that. Not to mention there are several families that came through my Wakefield listing that's currently under contract that are still looking for the right property in Canyon Crest. However, buyers today are more selective than they've been in recent years. Pricing correctly from day one, preparing your home properly, and having a strong marketing strategy matter more than ever. For buyers, the market is creating opportunities. Inventory remains relatively stable, and there are more choices available than we've seen during some of the frenzied markets of the past few years. That said, the best homes are still attracting attention quickly, so waiting too long can mean missing out on the right property. And for buyers waiting for rates to drop before making a move, it's important to remember that first, it's not likely we'll see lower rates in the near future based on industry experts. And second, lower rates often bring more competition. If rates do eventually come down, more buyers will likely enter the market, which could push prices higher. So the question isn't just where rates are going, it's whether waiting will actually save you money. So if home prices go up when rates go down and you have less home to purchase when rates go up, when is the right time to buy? With our current economy heading into the slower market months of summer, now is the best time to buy. Keep in mind, if you're a cash buyer, now is a great time to buy too. Back in 21 and 22, all cash buyers were getting beat out by financed buyers because interest rates were so low. But these days, with some making offers contingent upon the sale of their homes again, all cash is a dream offer for a seller. Now, I could go on and on about that, but I digress. Overall, I'd describe the Canyon Crest market as stable. But with the official first day of summer now behind us, we are entering a period where buyer demand typically begins to slow. That means strategy, preparation, and timing become increasingly important. And of course, who you choose to work with matters as well. I currently have clients actively looking for several different property types in Canyon Crest, which means there may even be opportunities for off-market transactions if you're considering selling. And now for the information many of you have been waiting for. Our 5th annual Canyon Crest Ice Cream Social is happening this Saturday, June 27th from 1 to 4 p.m. This year we're doing something a little bit different. In previous years, we've attempted to drive through every street in the community with free ice cream. And let's be honest, we never quite made it to everyone, and I certainly heard about it. So this year we've decided to make 9 different stops spread throughout Canyon Crest. That means more opportunities for residents to stop by, say hi, meet neighbors, and enjoy some free ice cream on me. Please be sure to check the locations on screen now to determine which location is closest to your house or which time frame works better for you. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Now, to tie up this market update with a nice little bow, if you're thinking about selling, buying, wondering what your home is worth, or simply want to discuss your options and the current market, I'd love to help. You can reach me directly at 949-444-1601. And if you found this update helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with a Canyon Crest neighbor who likes staying informed about what's happening in our community. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to watch this video right up here on my Living in Mission Viejo channel. I'll see you in the next one.